Director of Education at T3 Live. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the long weekend. We're gonna talk about the market and we'll go over some swing ideas for the week. So let's get started. If you find benefit in today's video, be sure to hit the like button. And if you have any questions, please be sure to reach out to us, info@t3live.com. So we'll start off by going over the market, and then we'll go over those swing ideas that I told you about. So the market is in an uptrend, but every attempt to go higher got sold. So you know, that's the thing, is that every attempt to break out got sold, and now the IWM looks poppy. So we just need to break under Friday's low on the IWM, which is 264.70, and I think that would signal the pullback in the market. The SPY and the Qs haven't been able to pop at all, and the IWM looks poppy to me, especially if we break under 264.70. If that happens, then I think we start the pullback. Okay, that's kind of my take on the market. I'm expecting a pullback for this week. In terms of the swing ideas, I got BKR as a 1, 2, 3. It looks terrific. It just needs to take out the SPAR's high. If it takes it out, right? If it doesn't take it out, then no play. If it takes out Friday's high, which is 52.33, stop would be under 51.14. It's a big stop, but it's a nice 1, 2, 3 breakout on the daily chart. We have CARR, which is trying to transition higher. So I like it higher over this base right here. Whatever the highest point is, I think it was probably Friday's high. Stop can be under Friday's low. So I like it higher and has room to about 62, maybe 60, you know, between 66 to 62 on the CARR. The CGON, not quite ready, but I love it on the weekly chart. So if we look at the weekly, that's a 1, 2, 3 on the weekly chart. So I like it higher over the, not last week, but the week before, and then stop under last week's low. But I don't think it's quite ready. How do I know it's not quite ready? Because the candles need to the range needs to tighten up before you get an explosion. You need to inflate that balloon, so and then it pops. And the same when it comes to stocks. The tighter the pattern is, the bigger the explosion. And so I don't see a tight base yet. So if the base tightens up, then you can expect it to break out. This ELME is just a cute play. If it works out, I'm not really sure it's going to work out. I'm sure this was some kind of a spin-off, and it has an hourly based breakout. If you're not in it already, I wouldn't get in it unless it takes out 311. Okay? On the ELME. The GILD, I like it. I've been eyeing the GILD for a long time. I like it as a long-term play. Doesn't seem to have a lot of momentum, but it's just such a bullish stock at the all-time high. No resistance above. Been basing, broke out late last year. And then it looks higher. That's the monthly, that's the weekly. So it's a weekly buy setup. I like it as a long-term play. Where's the entry and the stop? Since it's a long-term trade, I would use a big stop. So minimum would be here, maybe if you want to give it to 116. But it needs to take out 125.15 first. You know, okay, it needs to take out at a minimum 125.15 before the play triggers. The LAC is lithium, and it might be setting up as for a big bounce on the monthly chart. Here's the monthly, here's the weekly. And so the entry for this would be over here, long, stop right here, or under Friday's low. But the entry should be over 616. The tighter stop would be under 543. The wider, safer stop would be under 530, 31. PRGO is like the FMC, I think. Trying to pop. I called it in the newsletter right here as a long, and the target was $14. That declining 20, and it already got to target. Made a couple of R's on it, and now it has a base breakout, but I'm not sure I love it. The PRGO, FMC, similar. They're a little bit weak, especially the FMC. So that's just an idea for you. And then we have the SMR, which is trying to transition. It's actually really pretty. It's like the CARR, but instead of a base breakout, it's a pullback. So the entry for this would be over 20.55 with a stop under 18.47. So it's about a $2 stop. There's a couple of other things that I'm watching as as for a bounce because they're going climactic. The team is one of them. that's going climactic to the downside, and BRZE is another one that's falling apart. We have a couple to the upside also that are going climactic. It's the PL, which actually has an entry already under 28.36 with a stop over 31. Target would be the rising 20 on the daily. And there's the IBRX, but it's not quite ready. I mean, this thing is going vertical. So that's not quite ready, but that's a climactic watch. And then we have the regular week stocks. The CORT triggered already on Thursday of last week. I didn't do it. Probably a mistake not to have played it. It looks pretty good. The short maybe under the 34.28. Yeah, 34.28, maybe 34.50 if you want, with a stop over 38.11. It's a big stop. Circle looks lower. I would love to get another narrow range bar right here, because then that one or two at least, because then the 20 MA would start to point down, to start to curl and point down. Then it would be a really nice play. But it already is interesting. Short right here, stop right here. It's a 1, 2, 3 to the downside, and target would be the prior low. Okay, on the circle looks lower. Looks lower. The CRMD, I had it in last week's video as it's the only short idea that I had last week, and it triggered and looks good, but it's not too late if you're not in it. It triggered already. It should have been under 704, and now it's under 675 with a stop over 745. Lucid is just so bearish. Nothing can save the Lucid. I read about Uber that they're gonna start to, I don't know if, I think later this year they're gonna start to produce the next version of self-driving cars with using the Lucid Gravity, something like this. And I look at the stock, nothing seems to help it to be able to, you know, push it higher at all. In fact, I was very bullish on Rivian. I played it, I lost on it on that buy setup. It didn't work. Look at Rivian also. Was looking really good on the monthly chart. Didn't work. Tesla is, you know, 15. The weekly chart is bullish, but the daily short term is bearish. The weekly, if it can go back up and take out 457.50, that would be bullish. But Tesla will have earnings soon, and honestly, it doesn't look that good. Probably lower for now. But anyways, Lucid 1, 2, 3, so short under 996 by 10.18. The PL we talked about, it's a climactic sell setup, short under 28.36 with a stop over 31. And Rivian and Tesla don't have any patterns. Now, I do have more short watches. They're in the video description, but these are the ones that I like the most for tomorrow. I picked a couple for subscribers. If you'd like to know which ones exactly I picked and the entries, stops, and targets, feel free to join me. $49 for the first 30 days. Cancel anytime. Link in the description. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. Enjoy the rest of that long weekend that we have, and I will see you on the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.